Hey Tarot friends, Jade here. Welcome back to my channel for another walkthrough, and this is a brand new deck that I backed on Kickstarter, which just came in, and you may or may not recognize it. I know a couple people have already done walkthroughs, but this is the Adventurer's Tarot, also called the Empress deck. Now this is a really interesting deck because it is not strictly a tarot deck. It's actually not even really a tarot deck, even though it's called the Empress Tarot or the Adventurer's Tarot deck. It's more of an oracle deck, which I feel like is a complete misnomer because we were promised a tarot deck when we backed this on Kickstarter. So I am a little peeved about that, but at the same time, one of the reasons I wanted to get this as well, I love the box by the way, but one of the reasons I wanted to get this was because of the D&D nature of it, and I'm just kind of curious about Dungeons and Dragons, and I thought this might be a fun way to get into that. Anyway, it is a meaty deck. There are 103 cards in this deck. Now, having said that, I'll show you this is all you get in terms of the little book. Although there's a lot of info online. So there was some digital info that came with this that you just have to download. So obviously I can't show that. The developer, I think they put pictures of themselves in this deck. And again, it's by Weirdworks. Alright, so I'm going to put out two, bear with me for just a moment, sorry. I'm going to put out two piles, and the reason I'm going to put two piles out is because there are a number of alternate cards that you can choose. So they gave you two, and then you can decide which one you want. So for example, there's one. You can see the color of her skin is different, the color of her hair is different. That's the Bard. We have the Ranger. We have the Monk. So as you can see, they don't really track to tarot. This is the Fighter. We have the Cleric. We have the Rogue. Sorry about that. We have the Barbarian. We have the Druid. We have the Wizard. So like I said, I am actually pretty peeved about this because what I was expecting was a tarot deck, not something that doesn't bear any resemblance whatsoever to tarot. I think the cards are really pretty. They're on pretty thick cardstock. Sorcerer. But again, not what I was expecting. Okay, so the Adversary. So we have, here we come to one of the suits. This is the suits of the Adversary. And it's interesting, this is one of the two suits I think that has 6 cards. I think most of them only have 4. Here's the Mystic with the alternate cards. The Blood Hunter. The Artificer. The Ally. The Companion. The Familiar. The Beast. So that's another one of the suits. So we have number 2, 3, 4. The Dragon. 2 of Dragons. 3 of Dragons. 4 of Dragons. The Undead. 2 of Undead. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty pissed about this. The Ooze. I don't know how you, like, really, you can't even really use this as an Oracle deck. Maybe you could. I don't think that I can. Not sure really what you get out of the Aberration or any of these cards, to be honest with you. Guess it's a case of, you know, buyer beware. That is one of the issues with crowdfunding sites. You never really know what you're gonna get. And like I said, I feel like these are gorgeous. I mean, it's beautiful artwork. I love it. I love the gold foiling on it. But it is not what I was promised. What I was promised was a tarot deck. What I will say for the developer, or for the campaigner, who is Weirdworks, is that they put out updates on their campaign pretty frequently, and this came out pretty much when they said it was going to come out, obviously with the exception of having been impacted by COVID. So I think this was supposed to come out in I think by the end of June, maybe. And so obviously that didn't happen because of COVID, and it is now October, so it wasn't that delayed. They're basically the same images, just different shades of them. The Giant. Monstrosity. 2 of Monstrosities. They're all the same, just different colors. The Wild Oracle. And here we go. They put themselves in here under the designer, the dungeon mistress, and the developer. So you have it. Like I said, the cardstock is pretty thick, pretty pleased. It's sort of it's pretty matte, other than the gold foiling. And if this was a tarot deck, I would be extremely pleased. However, it is not, and so I'm a little pissed. So if this is something that interests you and you are interested in purchasing it from me, hit me up. Send me an email. My contact info is always underneath the underneath my videos. But I don't think that this is a deck that I can keep. I've not shuffled it or anything like that. Haven't modded it. Haven't done anything other than look through the cards and separate the duplicates. Anyway, so there you have it. That is the Adventurer's Tarot, or also known as the Empress deck. Let me know if you have this and what you thought of this deck, and if you're planning on keeping it, or if this is something that if you are keeping it, how are you planning on using it? Are you using it as an oracle? Are you using it just for D&D? I would be very interested to hear. Anyways, until the next time, bye.